And everybody, you know what time it is. So today was a good day. I went to this little Italian little fiesta down at Balmar. And they had like all kinds of Italian food. You know, my wife took me because my wife's Italian and Spanish, so I wanted to go check it out. So we get over there. Football season's in the air out here. You know, I'm talking shit to people, just having a good ass time. And I run across my homie from Pueblo, Colorado, and he was telling me how shit changed out there. So there's another homie on here, David from Colorado. Shout out to you, bro. I met one of your partners from Steel City out here in Denver, and we got to chopping it up a little bit. And I was telling that fool, so one year in like 2013, I'm doing music promotions for my cousin's record label, Rapo Trues. And at that time, we were going from city to city in the in Colorado area, and we was sound units promoting music. My cousins had some projects out. So we were doing like a little promotional tour, you know, traveling from city to city. We actually were on that Absolute Power with Tech 9 tour, and we were just traveling, bro. A good time. So we head out to Pueblo. We head out to the Steel City, the low town. And we slide up there. We've been clocking money all day, sound units. And Pueblo, a lot of people knew who my cousins were, Rapo Trues. A lot of people knew the music. And there was some fan base out there because they did a couple shows. So we go out there, it's none but love. We go to the independent records that they have out there. My cousin actually knows the independent records people that run that shop. So we had our projects in the independent records. This is Halloween night. So I'm like, I have plans in Denver. So I'm like, what's cracking? What are we doing? I got some shit cracking in Denver. You know, it's about to be the turn up. I'm in my prime. I'm a youngin', bro. I'm just living life. No responsibilities, just parlaying. You know what I'm saying? You know what youngins do. Well, the independent worker, she says, we're having a costume party at this club we have out here. It's a reopen. Well, come to find out, that club was shut down for a minute because the previous owner was under investigation or caught a case for drugging females over there and caused some rape cases. So they shut it down for a little time while they were trying to reopen it. So they thought this was going to be a little reopen, a good little time. So I don't have my ID. We go over, they give us the address, we go over there. I don't have my ID. I stay out in the parking lot for a quick second. My older cousins, they go buy a bottle of some XO, some cognac XO. They pretty much go to the club. There's not too many people over there. They go in the club, and I was like, fuck, I don't want to be the outsider. So I slide in. The little fool at the bouncer dude that's at the door, patting fools down. I'm like, yeah, my family's a Rapo Trues. We're out here. And he was like, oh, Rapo Trues? I said, hey, bro, I'll give you like $50 if you just let me slide in here. I don't have my ID. I'm not here to, you know, disrespect anybody. So he's like, off the strength of just you telling me, he let me slide in because they was trying to get some traffic over there to get the shit jumping for the costume party they were going to have. So we get in there. I see the vibe. I'm like, this shit is crazy because in Denver, in the clubs out here and the bars out here, you know, it's going to be live. It's going to be a lot of people in there. Well, it was not. When I first went in, there was not too many people, but I see my cousins and they had some females from Pueblo. They had bagged up some females from Pueblo. So we start getting drunk. And it was crazy because that club out there, they let you take your bottle in and you get a number. So when you want your shots, you pour the shots. You give them the number, they pour the shots. So we start turning up. Well, then I started looking at the atmosphere. People started coming in there, and you could tell it was some gang members from Pueblo. So I started peeping out, and I was not really paying attention to them dudes, but I'm on my toes now. My cousins is some ballers, so they start pulling out money. Boom. These fools don't like it. Plus, we were the center of attention because we're from Denver, and this is a littler city. So I'm starting getting faded. I'm starting to feel it. I'm like, yeah, we turned the fuck up. It's all beautiful. Denver in the house. Everybody was showing love at that time. My bad, but yeah. So everything was good, man. You know, we're pouring shots. You know, all eyes are on us. We got the whole shit sold. Like I said though, but you could tell the atmosphere started to switch because we're outsiders. We're not even known out there, and in them little cities, people know each other. Plus, you know, it was a neighborhood from out there. We're in somebody's neighborhood, and we're pretty much, my cousins is breaded up. So I'm feeling everything, man. I'm feeling good. I start feeling a buzz. I creep to the restroom. Well, when you go to the restroom, it's like in the back of the little club to the right. While there's like little, before you get to the restroom, there's fucking like bar stools and there's a table. Well, everybody up there, they were gonna do a costume party. I seen these two little females pretty much that were in their costume. They had like a little kitty cat costume, a little nun costume, and they say something to me. I said, hey, right, I'm gonna go use the restroom, I'll be right back. So I come back. Well, we get to talking, whatever. They're like, you know, you have some green eyes, whoopty whoop. They're like, you're from Denver. They were all, you know, doing what they do. So long story short, we start dancing. Well, at that same time, my cousins come on the floor. They got, you know, some females from Pueblo, and they're starting to dance, and the floor kind of gets empty, and it's only us. Now I put it together, these motherfuckers was kind of like plotting, and I'm not really comprehending it at the moment, but now that I think back on it, motherfuckers got off the dance floor and we're kind of talking. So all of a sudden I'm feeling good. It's about 15 minutes. I don't even expect this. The same motherfucker, the bouncer, I don't know what the fuck his issue was, but this fool walks up on me and he kind of like gets in my space. He kind of taps me, so I was like, what's up? And you could smell this fool had been drinking, because it's a neighborhood club, so them bouncers was, you know, they doing their thing. They're in the mix. This fool says something like, you're dancing with the wrong female. I guess this might have been his girl. And I was like, what? And he's like, hey, like he kind of like got aggressive, and he's like, but you can smell the alcohol on his breath. He was like, you're dancing with the wrong female. And I was like, hey, bro, we're not even from here. I'm not even about that. I'm not even on that shit out here. While he pushes me, homie, I stumble back. It's like where the tables were, and he tried to run up. While there's another fool with him. He tries to run up, and he was just too faded. I hit this fool while he was running up, and I folded this fool. This fool hit the ground. Boom. He just buckled. His other homie was on me, and I backed up, and then all of a sudden he buckled me, and when he buckled me, I hit the ground, and he was on top of me, and then I get picked up like a little rag doll, and all of a sudden I see like a commotion while I'm getting picked up. My cousin start banging with his other little partner. Wow, they carry me outside of the club door, and they throw me to the ground. When they throw me to the ground, I start getting stomped out by like two other fools that was with them dudes, like the bouncers, and that fools are on top of me. This fool's over me, just hitting me. I kind of look to the outer side of my eye, and I see this fool that was hitting me just fly face first into the brick wall. There was a brick wall right there, and this fool just hit the brick wall, and I'm talking his whole head caved, homie. Then my cousin picked me up, and that fool that was hitting me was out of commission. So we start fighting, my cousin, and I'm kind of dazed up from getting hit. We start backing up. My cousin like pulls me. I see the other two homies that we were with. They started punching fools up. We're backing up. And my cousin's like, don't ever fall. So we're backing up. We got our back towards the parking lot. We're backing out. And we start swinging. But every time we swinging, you have new fools trying to punch us up. So we back up. We kind of run backwards. My cousin pulls out a knife, and then they get him they run up like super deep on us. We're by the door, and we're just socking. So like I said, when I punch, boom, to try to ease fools up off my cousin, I get hit like 4 or 5 times. Boom, my shit was leaking, bro. Then the cops pulled up. My cousin has a knife. The cops pulled up on us crazy. Well, when that shit happened, I'm like, you know, all bloody. I run. My cousin, he can't run because his leg's messed up. He had broke his leg previously also, so he can't run. The cops ham him up. Wow, it was funny because me and the homie Alda that were running like in the back of the little alleyway, we creep. Well, we go to the side street. It was funny, them same females that I was talking to on the dance floor, they happened to be running towards their car, and I was like, what's up? So they were like, where you going? I said, we're gonna go with you because the cops are after us. So we hop in. Bro, we didn't even have a ride back to Denver, Colorado. We had to go over to them females' house, sleep over there. My cousins go to jail. They get fighting in public. They got him for assault. He went to detox. The next morning, homie, we get up. We go back to that thing. My cousin's car is still over there. They broke out the windows. Can't even start that shit. So we have to catch a Greyhound back to Denver. That shit was wild, bro. The Steel City. It going down out there. But, you know what it is, man. I was just chopping it up. Good little memories from out there, bro. And it was all good. You know what time it is, man. That was a funny little story. I hope y'all enjoy. Y'all be good. You already know. Let's get it.